Good morning. It's an early start for me today. Not first light though, because I do have a busy day ahead. 2 football games actually that I'll be working at. However, for now, I'm going down the local canal and I'm going to have a lure session. But before I even load the car and make my way there, a cup of tea. Leeds United. I am a football fan. And a general football fan really, rather than a hardcore follower of one team who hates everybody else, if you understand where I'm coming from. See you soon anyway at the water's edge. It's my usual approach. A 1 gram jig head, a small rubber minnow. It hasn't worked for me recently though, however, that's not necessarily a slur on the tackle that I'm fishing with or the bait, but you find this with lure angling because by its definition you are targeting a certain number of species anyway. Although you can catch any fish with a small lure, ultimately you wouldn't really be going for rudd or roach or bream in this particular way. So perch, chub, pike, those are the usual fish that you are going for. And if the perch aren't feeding, which is the predominant species on the venues that I fish, then you are struggling. Plus of course, you're there just for a short period of time. Well, I am anyway. Lure fishing tends to be something that I do when I don't have too much time. So it's perfect, isn't it, if I've got 4 hours or 3 hours. I'll perhaps have a sit-down session. Today, because of the busy schedule I've got ahead of me, it's either go lure fishing or don't go at all, if you want to bring it down to the bottom line. I've been here about 15 minutes or so. So casting out properly, shall we? A bit of a tangle around the edge there. You have to watch that when you lure fishing, of course, with braid, especially when it's windy. No wind at the moment, that was just one of these things that happens. I did say that it was a case of lure fishing or nothing. However, I suppose that you can have a very quick session with the minimum of gear, and I do that of course myself sometimes. You'll know that if you've been watching my videos for a while. On the way to work I usually fish a canal, and I might take a small rod, my mini rod and reel setup, and very basic equipment, just a bag, a net, and mat, and a few maggots, and I might have say 20 minutes or 30 minutes there. So I suppose you can, but it is different because I'm going with the most basic of equipment. But generally speaking, if you want to have a proper sit-down session with your flask and comfortable chair, then you do need a little bit more than an hour. So I guess you know what I'm saying really. The more time you've got, the more you can set up camp. But back to this type of angling, I'm mini jigging. You could be drop shotting or chucking a huge lure out for pike. It's all the same in terms of the context that you can fish when you haven't got that much time to do so. And it's how you get more angling sessions in when time is tight. Instead of saying, I don't have much time today so I can't go, just think to yourself, I don't have much time today, but I can still go. I just need to change the style of fishing that I'm doing. And while I've been talking, I've been working that lure through the water, teasing it, hoping that it passes in front of a perch. And even if that fish isn't hungry, it will still snatch at the bait, because the more predatory a fish is, it's not just about looking for hungry fish, but rather trying to provoke them into a take. It's certainly been a tough one this morning. Not even a little pluck on the lure. You often get those from perch if they're particularly sluggish, playing with the food, I think we would say, if they were children. Not even that. However, I've been fishing. I've enjoyed the fresh air. That's the most important thing, isn't it? And as I said earlier, lure fishing, you are narrowing your target species anyway. Just a short one as well for me today. Maybe if I stayed here all day or fished all day, made my way along the canal, I'd probably catch something. Well, I'm sure I would in that amount of time. But it's the little window of opportunity that I had this morning to go fishing, and I've taken that. I'll be on my way shortly. Shower, change into my work clothes, and then get on with the rest of the day. It is Saturday, so if you are fishing yourself this weekend, let's have one more cast. Then tight lines. I hope you catch plenty of fish, but above all, as I so often say, enjoy it, because that's what it's all about. Sometimes the fish are the icing on the cake. You don't want too many blanks though. But above all, enjoy.